Here to discuss this is Fox News contributor and author of the upcoming book, Trump and the American Future, Newt Gingrich. Good morning to you, Newt.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Well, good to have you here. So this is interesting. This new satellite data is from Harvard's medical school. It's a study they did. They said that they saw hospital traffic in 5 hospitals in the Wuhan area. They saw increased hospital traffic late summer, Newt. So that's a lot earlier than what they were reporting. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm not sure that it's quite that early, although, or what the hospital traffic referred to. I did a podcast recently with the founder of Blue Dot, which is a firm which tracks these kind of viruses. As early as December 28th, they were warning their clients that something was going wrong at Wuhan, and you had to watch out for it potentially becoming a pandemic. But the truth is, and this is going to be boring because it's going to come up over and over, and we're going to keep repeating it. The Chinese communist dictatorship lies. It lies all the time. It lies without any sense of indecency. And what they are lying now. They did everything they could to cover this up. We don't know why. They've done everything they could to cover up where it came from. And there are now senior intelligence people in both Britain and Israel saying it almost certainly came from their biological laboratory. Whether that was deliberate or just escaped, we don't know. They clearly followed a policy of using the period while they were lying to buy medical supplies all around the world. And they also used that period to stop travel from Wuhan in China, but to continue travel from Wuhan on international flights. So just understand, Xi Jinping, the General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party, and his party routinely lie. They think it's normal to lie, and they think we're dumb enough to believe it.
Yeah, and they're also trolling us now with these the unrest and the protests. They're making comments that just show almost a frat boy attitude, which is disturbing. Newt, let's talk about something else that matters a lot with this election, and that is about this mail-in ballots. The president is stalwart and saying we shouldn't do it. You write an op-ed and saying we absolutely shouldn't do it. And here's the headline: Democrats want to steal the November election, and here's how. You believe this is how? Why?
I just did a podcast which we released on Sunday with Hans von Spakovsky, who is the Heritage Foundation expert. They have in their website 1,300 examples of election theft and voter fraud. And so when people tell you this isn't a problem, they're just not being serious about it. We watched them last year in California, in 18, in California use ballot harvesting. We've seen them in New York issue, for example, driver's licenses to illegal immigrants, now announced they're going to send a ballot to everybody who has a driver's license. I think you have to assume that the Democrats believe they can't win an honest election, and that they intend everywhere they can to somehow make an election impossible to enforce.
Yeah. Newt, let me ask you about this. Yesterday, Colin Powell said he's not going to vote for Trump. Mitt Romney's not going to vote for Trump. The Bushes aren't going to vote for Trump. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, Colin Powell voted for Hillary Clinton. So the fact that he's going to continue to vote for a liberal Democrat is not a great shock. It's a disappointment because Powell's a very decent, honorable guy, but it doesn't surprise me. And I thought his explanation told you everything you needed to know about the so-called deep state. He said he's been a social friend of Joe Biden's for 35 years as part of the Washington gang. I'm a little more disappointed in the Bushes and in Romney for this reason. You can't think about it being Trump versus perfection. If we end up with President Biden, Speaker Pelosi, Majority Leader Schumer, they will, in a matter of months, create a radically different America because they've learned from their mistakes in the Obama years. Look at what's happening in California. Look what's happening in New York. They will do everything they can to make this a one-party country, and I think it would be horrifying. And so I think it's a little strange that people like Romney and Bush would say that having the United States run by Biden, Pelosi, and Schumer is somehow a better future than Donald Trump. And you have to wonder, I mean, have they thought seriously about this? As you know, I also did a podcast on Pelosi's $3 trillion bill, pointing out radical idea. It's unbelievable.
Well, Newt, thank you so much for coming on with us. His new book is Trump and the American Future. It comes out on June 23rd. It's available to pre-order on Amazon. Good to see you. Thank you. All right.